Hey everybody. Whew, it's been a long weekend. How are y'all? As y'all have my daughter with me today. You want to sit up a little bit? You sure? How's y'all weekend been going? How y'all been doing since last Sunday? I hope y'all guys have been able to get your self-care plans going, doing your what's wrong? Oh, let me go right here. Hey Ebs, how are you? It's been a long day. I had to take a nap today. You know how we've been so super motivated since the start of the year, but you have ups and downs and in and outs. The last couple of days, I just been really chilling. So really trying to pump myself up, get my face done. Brought Jemiah on board. Jemiah, you want to say anything to the people? Can you say something to the people? Hi, people. I brought Jemiah on to be an added bonus to our episode today. College students, these interesting. So we'll see how this segment goes. Might be a little different than when I had Jermaine, who kind of took over the show. So just to recap a little bit of what we've been talking about, hope y'all guys have exactly. uh, hope y'all guys have been working on your self-care plans and being intentional, giving yourself permission, just doing it, and accountability. We talked last week about fear and how God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us love and power and a sound mind. So if we're allowing fear to rule what we're doing, then are we really allowing God to lead us? Hey, Andrea. So it was a really good talk. I mean, I was talking to y'all guys about it, but I was talking to me too. You know, there's a lot of things that I think I allow fear to limit me from moving forward. I have in the past. And so taking that mustard seed, having that mustard seed of faith and taking that one step to get to where I need to be when it comes to self-care has been really, really, really important for me. Jemiah, I know you weren't with us last week, but we talked about fear. Mm-hmm. So from a teenager / college student perspective, do you feel like students your age this is so embarrassing. She's supposed to be ready. Do you feel like, older? Because we talked to Jermaine as a 13-year-old and blah, blah, blah. But, you 16, almost 17. Do you feel like, your friends and stuff like that have, like, allowed fear to rule them? Sometimes, but not all the time. Talk a little louder so people can hear you. Let the people hear you, Maya.
Sometimes, but not all the time. You know what we live by, Mom?
What?
YOLO.
Y'all live by YOLO. So tell the people, for those who don't know what YOLO may mean.
You only live once.
You only live once? Uh-huh.
So we shall live by that.
Okay. That's interesting. Do you practice self-care?
Yes.
So what does it look like for you?
Sleeping.
So Jemiah's self-care is definitely trying to sleep to 1:00 in the afternoon every day. That's where her mama won't allow that to go. So do you have other self-care that you work on?
Yeah, I like, no. Sleeping was the main one because I take naps throughout the day.
Uh-huh.
And eating.
Sleeping and eating from this 16-year-old is just really, really interesting. So you also TikTok?
I won't call that self-care.
Why not? What is self-care to you?
Doing stuff I need. I don't need TikTok. I just do it because I'm bored.
Okay. So you think self-care is doing stuff that you need?
Yes.
Okay. Do your friends practice self-care?
Yes.
What do they do? Sleep?
No.
What do they do?
My bestie Cammy, she likes to get like pampered and she'll get her lashes and nails done. Mm-hmm. And that's why she always has her nails done. And when she doesn't have it done, she complains all day about it.
Yeah. Because that's important to her, right? It makes her feel good.
She likes to go get her hair done.
It fills her bucket. And we talked about that, like how to fill your bucket so that when you're, trying to help other people, you'll have something to give. How you fill your bucket, Maya? I'm a little concerned from the self-care expert over here. What do you do, daughter? Besides sleeping
and eating.
And eating, yes. What else do you do that makes you feel happy and fills your bucket to give you all those good feelings?
I like to dance.
You do like to dance, yeah.
On my free time, I like to dance when when I don't have to dance.
When you don't have to dance, is that different for you?
When I have to dance, when I don't have to dance, yes. Because sometimes I like to dance just randomly.
Yeah.
And then when I dance, when I have to dance, it's like sometimes taxing.
Yeah. Responsible, like a lot of responsibility with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, from a teenager perspective, y'all guys know that, you know, I'm all about self-care. That's what the whole point of this conversation is, to really push everybody to do self-care, because it can be so easy to say I'm gonna do it and just don't do it, because life gets busy. There's stuff to do all times of the day. There's always something to do with all the different hats you may wear as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter, as a sister, as a cousin, as all these things. People have expectations of you. And so it's very easy to say, oh, I want to self-care, but really don't get a chance to get to it. So that was just like kind of a precursor. Yes. Talk about that.
I do my hair.
Keep a little energy to your voice. You know, we want to engage the folks. We got 10 people watching. Get a little in your tone, daughter. So Jemiah likes to do hair. Jemiah does her own hair, and she does other people's hair. Yeah.
Yes.
And you enjoy that?
Yeah, I like doing hair. It's not taxing.
Okay.
It just I look like after the fact like my back be hurting, but I like making people happy. So
yeah,
I feel like I like doing stuff for other people. Like I like doing hair.
Yeah.
I may start getting to individual lashes. So yeah. I like helping people.
I mean, and it's good to like to help people, right?
Oh, and I give close to Goodwill. I like doing that a lot. I like giving to people a lot.
You do like giving, but remember, Dorothy, you can't give if you don't fill yourself up too. So you got to make sure you take the time to fill yourself up, so you're not like yelling at your brother, having an attitude, going to your room, all those teenager-ish things that I see. All right, Maya. Well, I took some notes of things I wanted to talk about. Oh yes, Maya hasn't been on the show. She doesn't know that I prepare for this, so I have something. Huh?
That's ridiculous. Show them all the notes.
I need us to stay focused. Let's get back on topic, okay? Stay. Get your mind right. So, what are y'all guys doing for self-care? Put it in the comments below. We have a few people up here. What are you doing? We've been talking now all month about self-care. We've been giving ideas and things. So put in the comments, I like to share with other people, because because I think it's important, because you might do something for self-care and someone could be stuck. That's why there's self-care plans you can come up with. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about like the why. Like I've been making a big deal about self-care. I've been talking about steps to self-care effectively, how to identify fear and let it go, and all these great stuff. But why is this important? Like, why is it important for us to have the self-care? And so y'all guys know I am spiritual. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I'm all those things. I've been really working on my devotion life and reading the Bible and things like that. So I found a scripture that I thought was really, really, really good for self-care. So I'm going to read the scripture to y'all. So it's Matthew 11:28 through 30. Matthew 11:28 through 30. So that scripture says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in the heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden light." So like when I read it, I was like, okay, let me try to see, I'm not a really heavy person with reading the Bible. That's something I'm really, 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 really trying to do better with, because if I'm trying to allow God to lead my life, I need to have some scripture behind it. But like on this one, I felt like it said rest twice. It said, I will give you rest. And it said, and you will find rest for your soul. So like, to me, this is epitome of self-care. Take your time. God is telling us, like, it's self-care to rest, to take that time for yourself. So I want y'all guys to take that scripture, like hide it in your heart. When you're trying to figure it out, go back to it. Because that for me was like a good biblical scripture that would kind of lead me towards why I'm doing stay focused, Ebony. But yes, it is from my BoxyCharm. But that was a good scripture. And so my thought was, so like as we're talking about rest and we're talking about being intentional, why it's important to have routine, right? So routine, like our life can be so chaotic. Like you have all this stuff going on all day long. And if we don't give ourselves a routine daily, it's easy to allow the chaos to take us to different places. You agree?
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Yes, because Miss Shonda Banks has literally raised me on schedules and dates and times and routines. You have raised me on routines.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, since I was like 3, I've had a routine every day. I do the same thing every day. It doesn't change. And if it does, I have to let mom know a month ahead. And if it's not a month ahead, I can't go. I can't go.
Well, because if for my life, if I didn't have routine, I would be chaotic. Like with all the things I do in a day, I would be chaotic and I would feel overwhelmed. And my overwhelmness can look like a headache or look like stress. Yes, we've talked about my planner. Yes,
Mom is a planner every single year.
Let me show you. You can open it.
Planner. And hold on, let me show you. But she likes it very, very, very specific. She likes it like first it has to show her. So first when you hold up, Mom.
You put all my important papers out, sweetie.
So she likes it to look like this on the first page of the month, like this.
The whole month.
The whole month, just like days like this. And then she likes to be broken down by weeks. And it has to have like a big section for her to write like this. And if it doesn't look like this, she does not want it. So if y'all want to get my mom a planner because she loves them.
So Jemiah showed you a month that I actually didn't have anything written down. But because I got this for January. So this is my January. See how I write everything and I check it off, and then I'll go into the actual weekdays and then I'll write in it as well for other things that are important. But the routine is important because if you're trying to be intentional with self-care, if you're saying I'm being intentional and I'm going to do this for self-care, if you don't have a routine for it, then it's easy to forget about it in the busy day that you have. It's very easy to kind of go past what you're trying to do. So it's important to kind of come up with that routine so that you'll be like, okay, on Monday, I'm going to do this. And on Wednesday, I'm going to do this. Whatever your self-care options will be. That's important. That routine is important for you to have. And the more you do it, we talked about this before, you do something for 30 days, it's a habit. So now you have a habit of doing self-care, and now your body's consistently getting used to it. Do you think I practice self-care?
Yes. This past, like count have you been doing your little food thingy? For like
about 4 months. Mm-hmm. 5 months.
So basically 6 months. It won't be about 6 months.
Wow.
So for basically half a year, Mom's been doing really good on her self-care, more than usual, than like what she used to do. Like now, like Mom always got her nails and her hair done, but yeah, she always did that.
Yes. Yes, the hair done.
She always has her nails and hair done, but like now she's like working out more, and she's being like more intentional about like what she does and like I feel like Mom's like, since me and Joanna are getting older, she's like taking back herself.
Hey, take back yourself. Somebody put that in the comments. Take it back. Yeah, yes, I agree about taking it back.
Yeah, because like so since Jermaine's 13 now, he's about to be 14. He's about to go to high school. So I'm gonna be a senior next year. So I'm gonna go to college, and Jermaine's gonna be out the house soon. So it's only gonna be Mom. So I think Mom's trying to get herself back before not before it's too late, but before
Too late for what?
Not for it's like too late or before, because like I know some people's moms, they get lost. Like I can let their kids are gone, they get lost. They don't know who they are no more. But I think mom's doing it at a good time. So by the time like we do leave, it won't be like she's not. She doesn't know what to do. It's like she'll still have a life without us.
Yeah,
because we've been
definitely gonna have a life. Let's be clear. She definitely gonna have a life once these ones go off to school. But like we've talked about that. Maya normally works on Sunday, so that's why she hasn't been here to be able to, be a part of that conversation or whatever. But I've talked about that. I talked about how when you be intentional, you kind of put that effort in, then you won't lose yourself. You get back to the essence of who you are. Because it's easy being like, it's easy for me to be Miss Sharonda. It's easy for me to be Miss Banks. It's easy for me to be Coach Sharonda, all those pieces. But before I was all those things, I was Sharonda. So I have to remember, or I had to remember the things that made me happy. Like, so you have to do that too, guys. Like, it's easy going into this day in, day out. I'm telling y'all, it don't change. Like the responsibilities, the requirements, all those things, it don't change just because we say we're going to do self-care. So you have to be intentional to say, who's the essence of me? What makes Sharonda tick? What are the things I like to do? I like to paint. I've been trying to paint more. Right? I know I showed them. Yeah. So I've been trying to paint more. I've been trying to really love on myself a lot more. When I come home, what do I normally have to do when I get home before I can deal with y'all?
Come here.
I need time.
Well, first of all, this is the thing.
Well, we didn't prepare for this. I don't know what she's gonna say.
First off, my mom's the only child, so like some stuff me and Jermaine do, she just don't be understanding. So like
when she, you gotta stay on topic.
Yeah, like when my mom comes home and she like go in her room and just like read a book or something, and me and Jermaine be like, "Where are you going? We need to like do something or something." She'd be like, "No, I need my alone time." I need my own time.
And guess what, y'all? I gave myself permission, right? I said, Sharonda, I said yes. It is okay for you to tell your kids, I need 15 minutes to myself. And that's what I tell y'all. Y'all, it is okay to give yourself permission to self-care. It doesn't make me a neglectful mom. It don't mean I don't love my kids. I go hard for this one. I go hard for Jermaine. Everything I do, they always come first. But it is okay for me to say, hey, I'm gonna work out today. So from this time to this time, mommy is unavailable. Here go my answer machine. Mommy is unavailable right now. Please leave a message. I'll get back with you in an hour. It's okay. So that's one thing we talked about, that it is okay for us to take the time to do it. So look, we got a question.
Oh,
we got a question.
Can I answer it?
I gotta post it. Look, my little system do some fun stuff now. Look at that.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Yes, sweetie. So, hey, LaShonda, I'm glad you made it. LaShonda was asking me about my planner. Do I plan a week ahead or a month ahead?
I want to do
it. Okay, do it.
So my mom typically plans for like a month ahead, and so like she'll write like, so dance practice, we'll have it every single week, like same time, same day. So she'll put those down first. And like all the stuff that's like doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, stuff that's like she already knows, or she'll put it down. But like if we want to do something on the weekend, we'll just let her know, and then she'll like see if it fits in the schedule, and then she'll write it down. So like random stuff, she do it weekly. But does that make sense?
It does. So little Miss Jemiah is becoming more active, and she has friends, and she got a whole life now that she's trying to do stuff. So Jemiah recognizes, I tell her last minute stuff don't work for me because my life's very busy. So if you give me enough time, I can check our schedule, because I color. So y'all ain't got to be like me. I'm going to say I will preface this by saying y'all ain't got to be like me, because I color coordinate my information that's in my planner. So the things that I have to do for my job will be one color. The things I have to do for F2 is another color. The things I got to do for families a color. The things I have to do for naturally Shabu is a color. And then on my paydays, I can tell you that color. That's money green. Money green being there, so I'll never forget when I get paid. So that's just something that I need for my life, because I have so many different things I'm getting pulled from. So Jemiah is right. Every month I go in and I put all my stuff for the month. And then every week, as the weeks come, if something pops up, I'll add it into my calendar. Okay, I'm trying to answer your question.
I'm not like my mom at all. Learned their planners. I used to have this thing called an agenda, and I never used it. It's basically the same thing as my mom's planner. I never used it. I typically use my phone for everything, and my mom does not like that. She thinks I need a planner and write stuff down.
She's getting a planner.
But like I typically use my phone for everything and put stuff in reminders and in my calendar only because a planner, I'm not guaranteed to have that all the time. I have my phone all the time though. Typically I have my phone all the time. And then like it'll come on when I have on my watch, it'll like alert me on my watch too. And then like 9 times out of 10, mom's trying to make me more responsible because since I'm leaving next year, she doesn't want me to like forget stuff. And so that's why she's really making me get a planner so I don't forget stuff.
Well, one thing that's really good is that Jemiah started taking college classes this year. And so I'm very fortunate to the fact that she's doing it while she's home with me. So I'm able to help guide her and show her, that's your school, to guide her and show her some good techniques that she can use for college. So that's been a good thing in our household. So another question that I wrote down that I wanted to ask y'all guys are, what are you focused on right now? So like we've talked about how you need to be intentional with your self-care plan, and the only way to help other people or be the only way that Sharonda can be the best mom and the best business owner and the best employee and the best daughter and best girlfriend, like the only way I can do that is if I pour into myself, right? And I got to be intentional. So those are the things that we talked about. So it's very easy to keep saying this is what we need to do, but what are you really doing? Y'all comment below. What are some things that you feel like has your focus right now or has your intention right now? For me, I'm doing a healthier me journey right now that has my attention. And so what I'm doing intentionally for that is I hired a nutritionist, Organic Christy. I've been working with her for 5 months now, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all that has literally changed my life. It has literally opened my mind up to food that I never thought that I would eat before, and just open me up to different things. And because I've been open to that and I've been trying to follow it to a T, the weight has literally been falling off. And then about a month and a half ago, I started with Candace Alexander's Intense Fire Fitness, and I work out 3 days out the week now, 3 to 4 days. My Saturdays are kind of crazy, so sometimes I can't get up there on Saturdays, but I do Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And that really has also added such a big piece to me, not even just with the losing weight. It's like those non-scale victories. Let me tell y'all, today, I ministered at church with Jemiah. Normally when I minister at church, y'all, I be up there about to die. Like sweat be pouring off my face. I be like, oh my God. Like I'm all about worshiping God. Thank you, Jesus. I'm trying to give it all up to him. But I be like, Lord, when they gonna stop singing this song? Because I cannot breathe. But today, your girl was up there like dancing and like I couldn't stop, and I wasn't extremely exhausted afterwards, and I had on a waist trainer while I was doing it, so I was like, go me. But just to be able to see my stamina has really increased, for me to be able to do a lot more.
And also before, when mama would work out with me or whatever, she'll be like, well, Maya, I can't do that. But now moms, I can say that you're like a lot more open to try more different stuff.
Maya be judgy when she be watching me. She be like, if I told you to do that, you wouldn't have did.
Yes,
I ain't never seen you move so fast in my life.
I'm like, you just get on the floor, get up and do a jumping jack. Like, you never seen you do that before. Like
she don't know how we used to do. She had on my days. So we got some people who answer my questions. So let's see. Hey, Cece, how are you, girl? So Cece says she's focusing on spiritual growth, being healthy and loving myself so that she can love others more. You're such a loving person anyway. So Salitha is one of my best friends, has been my best friend since I was in 10th grade. I love her to death. All of her babies are my godchildren. She is my children's godparent as well. She is the one who introduced me to Intense Fire fitness, and it has been such a game changer for me, and I really appreciate it, and I love her tremendously. I'm also working on some spiritual growth. I was a part of a 21-day journey for the month of January. I think I posted the information on my page. It's with the journey and with Pastor Kaya. Y'all, game changer. Like, hear me, game changer. Every morning I get up and do a devotion. Whatever you need to get out of the journey, you can get it. Like, if your thing is spiritual, you can do you can do that. If your focus is health, there's like an exercise portion to it. Is awesome. I will post it below. They're getting prepared for the February journey. There is a small fee for it. It's a registration fee of $21, but it is well worth it. I am very fickle with my money. I just don't be giving it to anybody. And it has been such a great experience where I've been surrounded with 50 other individuals who is about goals and who's trying to do some really great things, and I love it. So if you're interested, I am going to post it in the comments below, but if you have questions for me about it, I will definitely give it to you. It starts up February 1st and it'll be to February 21st. I don't know when I'm gonna stop doing it. Like I did January, I'm definitely going to do February. It's definitely a great thing for me. Let's see. So Ebony said she's work moving. Once I handle the last one and get settled, I would change my focus to my weight. Yeah. And so this is my cousin Ebony. Just FYI, she has her own YouTube channel, Ebby Reviews. It is phenomenal. It's a different little vibe than this. You definitely gonna laugh. You definitely gonna have a good time. So you can definitely follow her. But I have seen the growth of my cousin in everything, and everything that you can think of. I've seen her grow so much. So I am excited. I'm trying to get her on the fire train. So hopefully I can get her to come on in order to be able to kind of do those things. Let's see. Yes. All right, we got Scott. Scotty is Salitha's husband, my big brother. I love him tremendously. So you have love as well. I actually introduced them when we were in high school, and they are rocking. They have the most beautifulest children. It's just phenomenal. I love them to death. And Scotty, I love you always. All right, congratulations, Ebony. So guys, what are other people focusing in on right now? What are you pouring into? What is taking your attention right now? What are you being intentional about in your life? And it's okay if right now you didn't think about it. Maybe you haven't thought about what you're trying to be intentional about, or what are the different things that you're trying to do. That's okay. That's what our conversation is for. I tell y'all all the time, y'all can shoot me an email, y'all can DM me if y'all need like self-care plan. Like if you don't even know how to get going on a self-care plan, send me an email, DM me. I'll send you one. I'll email it to you to kind of get you started. And it could be small things. It could be, hey, once a week, I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to sit down and be quiet. Or I'm going to watch my favorite show every Thursday at 8 o'clock. I'm going to watch my favorite show. I'm going to do that. Like, it's the little things that you can build on to do more of. But the biggest thing is just do it. Like we can't keep talking good game and then we don't activate it. Like I feel like in our lives, and this is me included, we get busy, y'all. It's like, you get so busy every day with the daily routine that we talked about that we don't put in a routine for self-care, right? And if we're trying to build positive habits, then we have to be intentional. So we have to say, I'm gonna write this in and I'm gonna do it. And it doesn't have to be huge. One of my self-care things is traveling. And I can't travel right now, because of COVID. It's just not something that's feasible. And I like to travel out of country because then can't nobody call me, because everybody's calling me all the time. So when I travel out of country, no one can do that. And that gives me time to kind of sit down and kind of get my mind back to where it needs to be. But that's a big thing. So it's like, okay, Sharon, I can't do the big thing, but what's the small things you can do? Small thing is when I get home, take my 15 minutes to get myself together. A small thing is every evening making sure that I get this makeup off my face. I'm doing my skincare routine. While I got my music in the background, I'm listening to some Jill Scott. I'm listening to some Erykah Badu. I'm listening to Jasmine Sullivan. Who else I be listening to? Yep, I listen to her. Like I got that going on my what's my thing over there? Alexa. On my Alexa, with my door shut, with my candle burning, and I got a whole vibe going on up in here.
Yep, and you know what I do? Bust in here.
Exactly, and she get kicked out. So, so you can be intentional or find those things to be intentional about in order to stay focused. All right, we got another comment. Oh, it's my God, baby. So Aaliyah says she's focusing on her business, cheering school. That's awesome. Those are things that you're pouring into. That is awesome. And I'm glad that you're doing that at such a young age. Like when Jermaine was here talking the other day, he was talking about his friends and himself, and him being 13, being able to focus in on the different things that make him happy. So I love that. This is my other God, baby. Y'all up in here. I love it. Hey, Ladybug. So this is my other goddaughter. This is Salitha's oldest. She said, hey, God, Mommy Sharonda and God, sister, I'm focusing on being intentional about everything from school to work to my business. I have a planner for everything, and I just want to love myself more. I can't love anyone properly if I don't. I often find myself my biggest threat. I have so many goals and dreams, but have to believe in myself. That, let me tell you, above and beyond, that is self-love, y'all. It's the hardest thing to do, but it's the most essential thing to get done. Can't nobody love me like I love me. And I cannot expect anybody to love me if I'm not even showing my self-love. And it takes work and it takes effort. It's not easy. Just like you said, we are our worst critic, man. Like, what's the image dysmorphia is so true. It's so true. Now here's a personal thing for me, and I'm sharing it with y'all. Look at me, all my business in the street. So yeah, as I said, I've been losing weight and I've been, adjusting and doing all those great things. And my daughter took a picture of me last Sunday. What's the last Sunday? It's a cute picture. Okay, so you can get it. So my daughter took a picture of me last Sunday. And I didn't get a chance to really look at it, and I posted it. So then I looked at it, and I leaned over to Jemiah, and I said, "This how I look?" And she was like, "Mommy, I don't understand what you mean." I said, "Is this how I look?" Because to me, I said, "Were you angling the camera? Like, is that how I look for real?" Because I don't look like that to me yet. I'm trying to, get my mind open. I don't look like that to me. I've been a thick sister for a while. So that's the picture. That's not the one I posted though, but we could use that. So, but I recognize my image of myself is not exactly where it needs to be, right? So I was like, I said to her, I don't want to lie to people if this is not how I look. And what you said? She looked at me like I was crazy. Like, she's like, Mom, what do you mean? And I'm like, I just don't want to lie. Like, this journey for me is really important. It's a self-love, self-esteem, all that type of thing journey. So I was like, I don't want to lie, but yes, body dysmorphia, it's real.
Yep. And what's it called?
See, Emmy says it's very real.
I've been telling my mom. So when my mom, before she started all this stuff that she was doing, my mom was never that big, and I kept telling her that, and she was just like, "You're lying to me." I was like, "I'm not lying to you. Why would I lie to you? I have no point."
Right, but that's definitely something that you have to work on, right? Like, you have to work on your and this particular thing was my image, and to me that links into self-love. Just like when I started today, I talked about how, like, every day is not a good day. And that's true. Every day is not a good day. And there's some days that, you got to push to get to point A and to point B. But in that self-love thing, you got to push to do that too. Self-care and self-love are just linked right together. The more you self-care on yourself, the more you love on yourself. And it's like people out here that are in relationships, even married folks, you have expectations of what you want that other person to do for you that you ain't even doing for yourself. Like, what? Like, I'm sitting here dating, and it's like, I ain't taking care of myself, but I'm expecting him to take care of me. Like, what? How do you do that? I'm going to show you the way to love on me. I'm going to show you the different things that I like by my actions for myself, right? So like I'm gonna go out and get my hair done. I'm gonna go out and do this exercise thing. I'm gonna go out and date myself. What? Date my how am I know how to tell somebody to date me if I can't date myself? I'm gonna take myself out to eat. I'm gonna figure out what type of food I like. I'm gonna go out the country. Everything is now always about somebody else doing it for you. You got to do it for yourself. I mean, like even in the Bible, like in the biblical world, you know, you talk about heal yourself, put your hands on yourself, encourage yourself, do those things for yourself because it helps to build you up to have certain expectations of what somebody else should be doing for you as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's why when I get older, I'm gonna make sure I teach my kids that they can do it by themselves. And that like I see I'm gonna teach like my daughter or whatever that she can like do stuff like without a man. It doesn't have to be like a man to do everything. Like she can change a tire, she can do that stuff too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you shouldn't have to depend on no one. I feel like the man is like an accessory. It's like they're like an add-on.
An accessory. So
yes.
So it's your helpmate, right? So like, right. So that person is your helpmate. So you bringing something to the table, they bringing something to the table, and your table the bomb, right? It's wood, it's thick, it ain't falling down, it's lasting a long time because y'all both bringing something to the table.
I feel like we should be both each other accessory.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know why you keep saying accessory though, like
an accessory. Yeah, cause it's like I'm already cute, but you're just like something like an add-on. It's like I don't need you. It's like you're just here to help. Does that make sense?
It does. But in the same token, you know, God puts us in different positions when we're in a relationship for a reason. Yes. Yes. I think I did a poor job raising what's happening right now. But God does things in decency and order, right? And so with God doing things in decency and order, if you align to what the biblical word says, then that's what helps you when you're in a relationship, a husband relationship, not a boyfriend relationship, a husband relationship.
A long time. 20 years. 50 years.
But it's important, y'all. And like, you know, someone said to me, when I was on the Kim Jacobs show, someone was like, oh, you're glowing and you look so happy and there must be something great going on. And I'm like, the only thing that's great that's going on, honestly, is that I'm loving on Sharonda. God, y'all, I'm loving on me. And there was a time that I didn't love on me. There was a very real time that I didn't love on me. There were times where I didn't want to get out the bed. I wanted to put the cover over my head and not get out the bed because everything that was going on around me was so much to me. It was so overwhelming. You know, people only see what they see. Right? People only see that outside. Oh, she got this or she cute. Blah, blah, blah. But there were days I came home and I was like, I just want to lay in this bed and put this cover on my head and I don't want to deal with life, you know, because it was just too much for me trying to balance, because no matter how you try to plan your life to be a certain way, you know, things happen that aren't planned and you have to adjust to it. And so I know that there were times like that for me, and it may have been times like that for y'all guys too, but I'm in a season right now where I am like, you know how you can feel something coming. Yeah, I feel this great thing about to come, and I'm so excited about it. And my pastor preached not this Sunday, but last Sunday about being prepared, right? So setting yourself up so that you can be prepared to receive whatever's coming. So I'm preparing to receive whatever's coming by loving on me. I'm preparing by self-caring. I'm preparing by getting my finances and my money right. I'm preparing by getting my living situation right. I'm preparing by being a great mom, working on some things that I feel like will make me a better mom, being a boss, being like I'm preparing for these things, you know, because I feel it coming. So what's not going to happen to Sharonda, and I don't want it to happen to you either, is that good stuff come and you're not ready for it, right? Like let's say your husband or your wife is coming and you ain't been working on you. You don't know how to love on you. So you can't show them how to love on you. You're not preparing for those things. You don't know what your love language is. Y'all, that is so important. That is so important. As many of y'all know, I was married before and I'm divorced. And and I can't blame him for everything.
No.
I can't blame him for everything. Put your hands down. I gotta take my junk that was a part of the ending of that relationship. I have to take my stuff. And part of my stuff was not knowing my love language, right? How am I gonna tell somebody how to love me and I don't even know what my love language is? Or how can I love him and I don't know what his love language is? So I think, I'm holding his hand and I'm like, oh baby, we're watching the movie. Oh baby. And guess what? Physical touch is like 15,000 on his list. He don't even like touch. Like what? He like so uncomfortable. Why are you touching my hand? But quality time is his thing. So him sitting here and me sitting here is enough for me to show him how I feel about him. So just little things like that. And that's growth, y'all. That is so growth. And that's part of self-love. But guess what? I wouldn't know this stuff. I wouldn't know to do this stuff if I wasn't intentional and looked. If I didn't buy the 5 love language book or look at it on the internet and do the quiz to figure out what my love languages were. You did it, Jemiah.
I know. I saw them.
Oh, Jemiah was confirming it was a quiz. Because I had Jemiah and Jermaine do the love language quiz as well. Because I think it's important for them to know what their love language is. Jemiah is at that age where you're dating and things like that. And she needs to help guide whenever she has her boyfriend. She needs to help she needs to help guide him to know how to love her, right?
Yeah. If I get away with people, it's the end of the world.
It's definitely not the end of the world. She tripping. But it's important. And like, it's really good for me to see that, y'all guys are out there and y'all being intentional. Like, be intentional. On my email, on my voicemail, when I'm talking, I always end with be intentional in all that you do and make it a great day. Because if you're not intentional, then anything can happen. If the wind blow you this way, you're going to go that way. If the wind blow you that way, you're going to go this way. But if I'm being intentional, then I'm here, right? I'm saying, okay, I know I got A, B, and C, and D to do. So even if that wind come that way, I'm put the umbrella and knock the wind back over. I'm going to knock it back over here because I'm being intentional for what I need to do. Yeah. And not procrastinating. Yeah, do you So daughter, there's a little bit of procrastination in your spirit.
It honestly depends on what I have to do. Because like honestly, yeah, it just depends. Like I know what has helped me is because like I printed out my whole entire math like test and schedule or whatever. So like I try to like, get some of that stuff like knocked off. But if it's due like in 2 weeks, I'm gonna try to like push that to like what the 5th or 6th ain't gonna do, because it's not urgent. Like if something's due tomorrow, I'm gonna get that done. But if something's due like in 2 weeks, I'm gonna push that down a little bit, push that down on the list. It's just heavy, but it's gonna be done.
When I was in college, I procrastinated. Man, it's a and I still procrastinate some.
Oh, I've never seen you procrastinate in my life ever. Every time I come in my mom's room, I'm doing work. I'm like, what? I was like, what are you doing work? And she's like, I'm doing work, Jemiah. Go to your room. I have to stay focused.
But how many jobs I got, Jemiah?
I got a whole bunch of jobs, but I just be like, you're not done working yet. I'd be tired for you.
You be tired for me. Oh, we got a comment. Let's see. A long comment. Let's see.
It takes the whole paragraph.
Hey, Mom. So my mom said things happen in life, but because you came from good, independent women, you are destined for greatness. It is in your blood. I raised you to be a self-sufficient woman that a man would be an access in your life. When you love you, then you would draw like spirits. That's true, Mom. Stay on the path you're on and continue to allow God to guide you. Your mother, wisdom. Well, thank you, Mom. That I agree.
Thank you, Nana.
I definitely agree. I mean, like, everybody has their own things that are part of your foundation, right? Some of our foundation was built on something that was very strong. And sometimes we're built on, not having that strong piece, and you were able to do it more when you got older, right? When you became adult, you were able to come up with your own value system and, the things that kind of help build you to be who you are. Then you have some that were built from a very strong foundation. But either way, things happen in life, things that you expect and things that you don't expect. And so that foundation and that strength that you have is what pushes you through. And that is what during my hard times, I was raised to lean and depend on God. So, when I'm having those tough times, I pray, I ask for signs and wonders. I ask God to, be my strength. I ask God to order my steps in the direction that he wants me to go. And I ask him to give me the strength to be able to walk in whatever he's given me. So, and each and every time, I can only tell y'all my testimony. I don't know. My testimony is my God. Y'all, my God, he comes through every time. It may not be the way I think he's going to come through, but he comes through above and beyond anything that I can imagine every time. And I've shared with y'all before that it was, prophesied to me that I was a carrier of favor. And I am so grateful that God would think enough a little on me to give me favor over my life. And and I pray with my children. Oh, Jamal got something to say. She come my little testimony.
I have a testimony too.
She got a testimony.
Yes.
Talk loud so people can hear you.
So freshman year I had an earth and environmental class. It's my freshman year in high school. And I was really trying. I studied every day. I made good grades in class or whatever, but I knew for that integrations, I knew I was not going to pass. I knew it. And this wasn't even me speaking down on myself or nothing. This was legit. I knew it wasn't going to go good, and I didn't want to take the class over. So something happened where the power went out in my school, and I didn't have to take my test. And I don't think it don't seem big, but that thing was huge for me because I was like my family don't think I know God for real, but I do. I really do. When I say I was praying for 2 months about that because I already knew it was coming. I was like, oh my God.
Let me be clear. It's not that we don't think Jemiah know Jesus, but Jemiah sing a gospel song. We'd be like, oh, okay, yes, Maya. Maya is the quieter one out of myself, Jermaine, and Jemiah. She's just she's a little bit more reserved than what we are. But when she does talk, it's good stuff, right? And I just we have all these situations that kind of pop up that we can definitely say are testimonies and miracles. So we just recently had a situation here in our neighborhood where there was a shooting in our neighborhood, and because we don't have that much more time. So just in a nutshell, Jermaine was outside with the dog, had literally just came up less than 2 minutes before the shooting happened. And, to hear my son, the initial thing he said was God protected me, shows me. And it was a good testimony for Jemiah because we're always praying for protection, right? God, encamp your angels around us, put a hedge of protection around us. That's part of our daily prayer. And so that was action. They were able to see that God did put protection around Jermaine in this situation, because our story could be very different right now. Something else really bad could have happened, for that. So we kind of went on a tangent about God because we can always talk about God, but I'm gonna rein it back in. So guys, I did put on my and if y'all have anything else to say, please feel free to share it below. I will share it and we could talk a little bit more about it. But I am doing a giveaway today. Today's giveaway is with I'm gonna verbally tell them. It will be an 8-ounce body butter from Nasty Shabu. I promise you will be so pleased with it. It will be in Tropical Love, which is a mango-ish island-ish smell, and an 8-ounce container of our matching Tropical Love body scrub, right? So you'll get both of those, and then you will also get a coupon for if you want to order more. So that is the giveaway for this week. So I wanted to do the giveaway a little differently this time versus people submitting information. Everybody that's on live right now will have an opportunity to win the giveaway. All right. So
do?
What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? What
You
I'm
can
gonna
say
do?
pick a number.
I could say pick a number, but I had something else in mind. Let me
Oh.
hold on, y'all, for a second. Let me see if Jemiah okay with this, or we're gonna do the pick the number thing.
But everyone might not know that.
They supposed to. They've been watching.
But what if I was a new follower? If I was a new watcher?
Okay, fine. Jemiah didn't like my
It's good,
my
but like, what if I was a new watcher and I'd be like, what?
I said it like 5 times since I've been up here.
Still.
Okay, fine.
Teacher says all the time and I'll be listening.
Jemiah is going to pick a number. That's way too big.
Yeah, it is big because it's literally it's the closest person.
All right, so between 1 and 100, and let me make sure she tell me so that she don't cheat. Okay, so between I heard you, sweetie. You don't have to write that here. So between 1 and 100, I said that's such a big range.
Yeah, closest person.
Okay, so if you're on right now, go in the comments, pick a number between. I'm gonna say 1 to.
No, because then you're gonna know what's no.
Okay, fine. So I'm gonna pick a number from 1. Yes, Nana said that's too big.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're gonna do between 1 and 50.
Oh my god.
Pick a number. Maya, shush. So pick a number 1 to 50 and comment below. The person closest to the number that Jemiah just wrote down will win an 8-ounce container of body butter and Tropical Love and an 8-ounce body scrub as well that'll be sent out to you. So y'all go. I only see one person so far. Come on, y'all. Go. Keep going. Hey. Keep going. Boom. I see it coming on through. Come on through. I'm so excited. Look at y'all. I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes. And then from the people that have posted a number, we will let you know who the closest person is to the number.
I think that's everybody sending because I'm 8 people.
Oh, don't be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hold on, we gotta scroll up.
Yeah. Oh no, it's 10 people.
Real quick, y'all. If you just
hiccups
got on, we are doing a giveaway right now for an 8-ounce container of Tropical Love body butter and an 8-ounce container of Tropical Love body scrub, Naturally Shabu product. I promise you will love it. It's very moisturizing. It smells so good, make you want to lick your own arm. It's really, really, really good. So let's just see.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we said 2 more minutes. It's been 2 minutes.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna look at the list. So we're thinking, hold on for a minute. So
wait, can I say it?
I was gonna post it on a thing.
Wait, drum roll, please.
And
the winner is.
Oh wait, I haven't gotten there yet. You ready?
And the winner is go. God Daddy Scotty.
What was the number?
The number was 12.
You put all my notes up there. I mean, congratulations. Oh, you pop the thing down. Congratulations to Scotty Hamill, who has won the body butter and body scrub. We will get that set out to you. We are so excited, y'all. We're going to be doing giveaways probably every week right now. It's really great things that are happening. I am working with a company right now that does self-care baskets, and I'm getting a basket made. I'm getting a basket made right now for our next giveaway for next week. So I'm really excited about it. It is some great stuff that is in there. I will figure out. I'm sorry, Scotty's family's hating on him, but I'm working on what I'm gonna do for that giveaway. But it is a great basket, y'all. Like I almost want to keep it to I was going to keep it to myself, but we're going to do that for our next giveaway. So I'm probably going to post on Wednesday and let y'all guys know what that giveaway will be. All right. So I'm excited, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us this evening. I'm glad to have Jemiah. I don't have Jemiah or Jermaine a lot of times when we're having our talks, but it was good to have you. You brought a lot to the table.
Yes.
Is there any last thing that you want to say, Jemiah? We still have to do our affirmation.
I say YOLO, live life by YOLO, get piercings,
Maya.
live life to the fullest.
Maya, don't be on my live acting crazy.
I'm not. Live life to the fullest and always stay positive. And don't take things too seriously because it's probably not.
So our talk was about self-care and self-love.
I know.
Did you feel like that aligned with
Yes, because you have your self-care. Self-care. You can't take stuff too seriously because if you mess up one day, just do it again tomorrow. It's okay. Start over.
Okay. That was good, Maya. Thank you. All right, guys, we are going to do our self-affirmation. I was told before that I go through the affirmation too fast. So I'm gonna take so we have a guest today. So I'm gonna say it and then Jemiah will say it as if it's y'all. Huh?
Can we say it together?
No, because we have to pause for them.
Oh yeah.
They're stressing me out during my time. Lord. All right, y'all. All right, so take a moment, find your little quiet space right now. We're going to do our self-affirmation. I will post this affirmation at the bottom as an option for you to use for your self-care. All right, y'all ready? Jemiah, you ready?
Yes,
Yes, writing on my book.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I am happy.
I am happy.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I love my body.
I love my body.
I attract positivity.
I attract positivity.
I attract opportunity.
I attract opportunity.
I attract love.
I attract love.
I am kind.
I am kind.
I am smart.
I'm smart.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am successful.
I am successful.
I am worthy of all the blessings coming my way.
I am worthy of all the blessings that come my way.
That's it.
You should
So-
add another one up there. I am peace. That's a nice one.
You stress me out. So this is an affirmation that you could do every day. You could say it in the morning. As I told y'all, one of the benefits of self-affirmations is that, when we walk out the doors of our home, a lot of times people don't have our best interests at heart. They don't want us to be successful. And they just knocking at all that self-love you done built up in yourself and that self-care. They like chipping away at it. So we want to take all the opportunities that we can to build ourselves up and to feed back into ourselves. So before you walk out that door and when you're in your car, you say your self-affirmation. Doesn't have to be any of the ones that I provided to y'all guys. You can make up your own, but it's really good to be able to start that day on a positive note. I still challenge you for your journal. Let me see my journal. Y'all should be writing in your journal. Yeah, y'all. This is my journal. Y'all should be writing in y'all journals. What my challenge for you was to do 3 goals for the day, 3 things that you were grateful for if you had a daily stressor, and ending it with what's the best thing that happened to you for that day. So I hope y'all guys had an opportunity to do either one of those. Thank y'all for hanging out with us on this Sunday for Self-Care Talk with Naturally Shabu and Maya. And be intentional in all that you do. Y'all guys have a phenomenal week. Bye.